Hi, I'm Jab, but you can call me Josh, and today I will be talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Wow, okay, first of all, I will be changing it from reviews to small talk because that might not be the right word, but I don't care because Sonic small talk sounds nice. So I can hear all my S's now. Fuck. Um, because like these aren't really reviews. From now on, they'll be called small talks because like a review is a person who thinks about the movie for a long amount of time and makes a script. I am not making a script. I literally just stopped playing Minecraft and now I'm here recording this. So small talk. Yeah. Um, the Sonic movie is amazing. I loved it, although the beginning was, for lack of a better word, even though I hate using it unironically, it was a bit cringy. Because it showed like baby Sonic. Yeah, they made Sonic into a baby, like that goddamn baby nut. Um, so yeah, there was a Sonic baby. I didn't like it. It looked really weird. He looked like a fucking he looked like a water his body looked like a water bottle that had fur on it. It was just stiff and then the tail and it looked like they made it a 3D model out of something that a child would draw. I didn't like that. And the whole thing was kind of cringy anyway because I don't know, I had this owl person. I've never heard of an owl father figure, mother figure, I don't know, in the Sonic universe. But I did think it was cool that there was like an echidna tribe, like Knuckles, that attacked them. Don't know why they attacked them. I heard from someone it was a reference to one of the games. I don't know. All I know is that it was a bunch of Knuckles beating up Sonic's mom and Sonic escaped. But after that, the movie wasn't cringy at all. And besides, that only lasted like less than 5 minutes, so it doesn't really add up to anything, if I'm being honest, other than a weird first impression. After that, the movie was amazing, but it seemed to get better and better as the movie went on. And I really loved Sonic in this movie. I don't know who's voice acting him, but that's gonna be my voice for Sonic forever, I think. Because, like, while I call myself a semi Sonic fan, because I'm not a big Sonic fan like other people, because I've never played a Sonic game before. But I do really like Sonic. Semi Sonic fan. Um, yeah, but honestly, the best part of this movie was obviously Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. It was, or Jim Carrey, I felt like I pronounced that wrong. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik was fucking hilarious. Every scene he's in is either funny, tense, or most of the time both. It's incredible. Oh, by the way, the first part of this review isn't going to be spoilers. The spoiler part isn't really much to talk about. It's just some things that I want to talk about, but it's pretty big spoilers, so I'll be saving that for later. Jim Carrey is bringing his normal, very Jim Carrey-esque acting into the thing with all the big movements. I can't do a Jim Carrey accent. That was crimchy. But yeah, it's weird because I've never seen Jim Carrey in theaters. I've only ever seen him on TV. Like I know he was in theaters, obviously he's an actor, but I was born in 2003. I didn't I didn't grow up with watching Jim Carrey on TV. I didn't grow up with watching Jim Carrey in the theaters. I grew up with watching him on TV. Move this thing. So yeah, that was a nice experience for me. There was a scene where like he has a holographic thing in the background and he's dancing to it while something's loading it. Um, and then the background thing turns to like a dinosaur chasing him, and then he starts like running on the spot like really funnily, and then he turns around, faces the dinosaur, and he bites his head off. but he's like doing that thing, that magic trick where it's like the guy sneezes and the head goes like, whoop. He does that, but he's doing it from the back. So it's like his head just disappears, and you just see his body dancing, and then he turns around and brings his head back up. I love Jim Carrey so goddamn much. And I love Dr. Robotnik so goddamn much. Kinda. Actually, no. I kinda like him. What else is there to say without the spoilers? You need to go watch this movie. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's tense. It's dramatic. Sonic isn't a monstrosity, but we all knew if you've been following this movie since its official reveal trailer, then you know that he's not a monster anymore. Yeah, but getting on to spoilers now. So if you haven't seen the movie, or if I mean like if you haven't seen the movie but you don't care about spoilers, you can keep watching, I guess. But if you haven't seen the movie, I'd say turn this video off. The one person, the four people that are gonna watch it, turn it off if you haven't seen the movie. So I told you the movie gets better and better as it goes on. Well, right at the end, I guess you could call it the final battle, but it wasn't really much of a battle. It was more of like a showdown. Dr. Robotnik appeared in his giant fucking egg machine thing, like the one that he sits in the games. That's just a circle. It's like that, except modernized. It actually looks aerodynamic, like a ship, but the top of it's open. You can see him sitting in it, all goofy, because it's Jim Carrey. And Sonic does the iconic Sonic move. He turns into the ball and just dashes, boom, boom, that one. He does it directly onto the ship as it's moving forward and hits it so hard that it goes into like a mushroom place. And I just love the fact that they made Jim Carrey's outfit right at the end of the movie look like the classic Eggman outfit. Um, but I was a little bit disappointed with the fact that they didn't do much with it. It was only at the end, and then that's it. Yeah, he was on screen for like 5 minutes in the classic outfit. You could see him shaving his head. I liked it though. I really loved the outfit. I loved how he had a rock that he carved a face in and called it Dr. Stone because his assistant was Dr. Stone, and he kept telling him to do some rock reconnaissance. Funny. Uh, oh yeah. I should have said this in the non-spoiler part. It's setting up for a second Sonic movie. Now, like I'm not like other people in the sense that I really hate it when they waste the end of a movie to tease the sequel for the movie. I really like that because it gets me really excited for the next movie. Don't call me Carson. I was not scratching my nuts. I was scratching my thigh. Shut up. Uh, uh, so yeah, because at the end of the movie, Tails shows up. He's like, if my calculations are correct, this is where Sonic is. So he goes off finding him. And obviously, Eggman being like, no ordinary man would die here in a week. I'll be home before Christmas. And I can't wait because the villain of the movie is gonna have the classic Eggman skin. I play too much video games. The classic Eggman outfit, pretty much assumingly the whole time, as well as the fact that Tails and all the others are gonna be there. And Tails looks really nice in this, actually. He looks really visually appealing with the colors, obviously. Like he does in the games too, but I would have thought that seeing this CGI 3D animated version of Tails would have been really ugly, if I'm being honest. When I went into the movie, I was expecting it to look terrible if he shows up. I did not know that back then. But he looks really nice, honestly. And the Echidna tribe at the beginning. I'm assuming that's what Knuckles is gonna look like without all the shields and shit. And they look really nice too. So I don't know. But it has me thinking, like the The original Sonic design, the one that looks like a sleep paralysis demon. I know that's an old joke. Everyone calls him a sleep paralysis demon. Shh, I can't think of anything else. I'm doing this on the spot. Um, I just can't help myself but wonder what all of the other Sonic characters would have looked like if they continued on this hyper realistic route, because I genuinely can't imagine it. If someone watching this video is like an artist or knows an artist who did a concept art for these characters, but terrifying like the original Sonic, please show me because I'd really like to see that, honestly. But yeah, all in all, watch this movie. It's amazing. I love it so much. Um, a lot of people would probably think that near the beginning, Sonic like the he gets angry about something and he just runs in a circle. That's what causes like a big power outage, and that's what causes the film to exist. Um, and a lot of people would think, why did he run in a circle? But I mean, I know only because of when I was a kid, my mom showed me a movie of a kid doing this, and it was a real story. So, um, people do tend to run if they're under too much mental strain. Sonic was definitely under too much mental strain in that scene. Like in the movie I showed you, it was a Bollywood movie. It was about a kid who had like dyslexia, but by this point dyslexia wasn't a thing yet, and maybe autism too. And he just went out into a field and just started trying to run his problems away. That was a really emotional moment. Obviously, this is a Sonic movie. It's not going to be as emotional as that, but it was kind of emotional. Um, yeah, I'd honestly give this film like a 4 stars out of 5, just because the start was really bad, and the start just seemed really forgettable. But other than the beginning, the end was just beautiful. Left me with a really good last impression. Bad first impression, good last impression. I keep saying, I keep saying, go watch this movie as if it's the end of the review, and then I keep talking. So go watch this movie. It's amazing. This is 12 minutes long. It's too long. But